What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal episode 126. Today was week 21, day 6. I had a secondary leg session, so I start off with high bar squats. I tried to modify this a little bit. So normally I use like a little bit of my wider stance, but I kind of wanted to try going a little bit closer to see how far I could go. And it was interesting. I feel like maybe I probably should have gone out a little bit more, because I think that I don't squat this close normally. It's probably like a little bit wider, but overall it felt good. It was a little bit daunting because I was looking at the program like, man, I got 5 sets of 8 to go. I forgot to edit this one. It's just me pre-lift trying to change my music, but um yeah, overall, I came into it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this move really good. I've been watching a lot of Olympic weightlifters, and I was like, I need to make this move like how they make it move and how it looks. So I kind of had an image in my head of what I wanted to hit, how I wanted it to look. But the squats themselves, it wasn't like really hard. And honestly, I don't really feel like I was fatigued much. Like lung capacity wise, because usually it depends. Like sometimes I'll be really gassed when I'm doing these, but I felt really good when I was doing these sets overall. Maybe until like the last set, it was a little bit hard, but the weight wasn't really challenging. It was 239.8 or like 109 for 5 sets of 8. So again, I just really focused on trying to make them look good. And honestly, I think maybe I could have slowed the reps down a little bit because for like the first 3 to 4 sets, I was just jamming out the first 6, and then doing the last two. So I maybe had just went too fast, but even then, I don't even know if that's true. Because I look at these reps and it's like they don't really look bad. Like I'm not having this awkward shooting back torso lean like more than normal. So uh, I'm pretty content with it. I'm pretty happy with how this session went. I also did some pin press on this day because I wanted to try it. It was after squat. It was like a really awkward like weight, and I kind of made my workout like unnecessary longer than it needed to be because I was on a different bench trying to see how I could do the pins, and then I was like looking at the safeties, and I was like, man, does not look like this. This bench, there's like a little knob at the bottom. It doesn't have the right knob. Somebody like jammed in a knob from a different bench, and the safety was like a little bit loose, and I was like, I don't feel like it. But I had already moved all my weight over, and so I was like using the ghost one. I was like, okay, these safeties, everything is in place here. Everything is where it's supposed to be. The safeties look good. And so then I moved my weight to the ghost, and at the same time, I was like going over to the belt squat to warm up because I just wanted to try, like the pin press. It wasn't gonna be anything heavy. I just wanted to see if, for next week, is this something that I can do for reps and that it feels good. And ultimately, I decided, yeah, I think this is something that is going to help me fix that, bench imbalance that I've been having with leaning to one side, as you'll see later. But this was hard, man. Like these were really taxing mentally. I feel like reps in themselves are just very mentally daunting. More compared so to like like heavy singles, doubles, or triples. That's not really, to me. That's what I most enjoy about the training. Sometimes it doesn't feel that hard during the workout, like when you're actually doing it, aside from like grinding, maybe if you do. But as far as it goes, like reps are so much harder because not only is it hard on the muscles, it's like it's hard on your lungs as well, and you could like can't breathe sometimes. Um, so in that sense, this is harder to me than lifting heavy. But I enjoy lifting heavy probably a little bit more. Uh, But I will say I have grown accustomed to really enjoy doing high volume because I did like a stint of bodybuilding, and it is very challenging in its own right, and I think this is more challenging. So I've really grown to love doing this type of training. And honestly, I feel like maybe sometimes on accessories I kind of get ahead of myself because I do a giant set of warming up on everything. So I'll do like belt squat for a plate. I'll do adductor for like 180. I'll do ham curls. I'll do 60 for reps and then 90 for half of that. And then I'll basically get everything to its top set, and then I'll go and do each one after a rest so that I like not in a like a huge giant set, but I'll do belt squat, top set, wait 2 minutes, and then I'll try to do something that doesn't have a direct effect, negative effect on belt squat. So then I'll do ham curl, and then after I'll do my second belt squat set, I'll do my adductor warm up, and then I'll do my ham curl set, and then I'll just do adductor, and then I'll do like a calf or something. So that way, none of it really collides, and it's not like gassing me out. Like everything besides belt squat, none of it's gonna really tax me like crazy on the lung capacity, which is going to negatively affect belt squats. So I just try to break it up like that. It's a little bit of a interesting way to do stuff, but specifically for leg day, I really like doing it that way because nothing else is gonna tax anything. And for like upper days, I'll do that with like triceps and rear delts, or not rear delts, side delts. Because for some reason I don't know, like rear delts, you kind of do get some tricep involved. So I try not to do that until like my last exercise because usually it's something unilateral or not heavy, so it doesn't really matter if it like bleeds over. But for the most part, upper's a little bit more split up than like my leg days. But I do quite enjoy the way that I train it. It's maybe not the most optimal, but I don't in my opinion, I don't feel like I'm losing much at all, if anything, on doing it the way that I do it. Uh, and I think that maybe it kind of helps to build that work capacity, that lung capacity for doing high reps, because it's just been getting easier and easier. At least that's how I feel. But here is my pin press. I do like this. I really like this, and I'm hoping that it translates for high reps, because I was only doing triples here just to try it out. But I really do think that this helped me to regain that feeling, even if I'm uneven at the top. Getting that feeling of being even at the bottom, I think, is really important. And as this one you could see from the back, like as the reps went on, it kind of evened out at the top too. So um, it's something that I'm excited about. It's something very simple, but the uneven bench has been a little bit daunting for me, and I'm honestly just tired of it. I've dealt with this maybe like once uh in my lifting career earlier, maybe when I was like 20, before I stopped training for a few years, and then I came back to it. In like 2020 I had a really bad lean, and I don't quite remember how I fixed it. I think it was a little bit of the same stuff, like scapula stuff. But so far it feels I feel like what I'm doing is working. Even it's just been a few days, but I feel like I'm regaining some scapular mobility, and maybe even getting better at my lifts because of it as well. But a little bit of a blabbering on. That's pretty much it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow for a deadlift and back day. Thanks for watching.